Hey everybody, in this video we'll talk about solving a system of linear equations given its augmented matrix. And this is a 3 by 4 matrix, or a matrix that comes from a set of 3 equations and 3 unknowns. We want to determine if the system has a unique solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solution. So let's go through this. How do we solve an augmented matrix? Well, for this one I already have a 0 in the upper left corner. a 1 in the upper left. So my goal is to get zeros below it. So what am I doing? I'm doing Gauss-Jordan elimination, or getting it into at least row echelon form. Preferably reduced row echelon form. So if I go ahead and I say, hey, let's do 2 elementary row operations at once. I take -2 times row 1, and I add row 2, and then replace that with row 2. And then for the second one, if I do -1 times row 1, and then I add row 3 and replace that with row 3, that will end up giving me zeros where I need it. Let's go ahead and erase that. So my new matrix, first row hasn't changed, will be 1, 0, 1. It hasn't changed. So 1, 2, 1, 0. And then I'll get 0, 1, 2, -1, and 0, -3, -10, and -5. So now, my next step is to get a 1 here, which I already have, which is nice. So now, can I get zeros here? Well, that was going to require me to take -2 times row 2 plus row 1 and replacing that with row 1, and then also taking 3 times row 2 plus row 3 and replacing that with row 3. After doing that, I'll get 1, 0, -3, 2. And 0, 1, 2, -1, and 0, 0, -4, and -8. Now what's my last step? My last step is to get a 1 here. So how do I get a 1 where that -4 is? I take -1/4 times row 3 and replace that with row 3. So row 3 becomes 0, 0, 1, and 2. Row 2 doesn't change. From here, I can solve. This right here says that z equals 2, right? So if z equals 2, then I could plug z into this equation and get y, and then plug y and z into this equation to get x. But let's continue with reduced row echelon form and get these into zeros. So I will take 3 times row 3 and add row 1, and then replace that with row 1. And I will also take -2 times row 3 and add row 2, replace that with row 2. So in the end, in reduced row echelon form, I get 1, 0, 0, 8, and 0, 1, 0, negative 5, and 0, 0, 1, 2. So this means I have a unique solution. They all cross at one point, and that point is x equals 8, y equals negative 5, and z equals 2. And I write the answer as a point, negative 8, negative 5, and 2. So that is how we can do reduced row echelon and solving for our solution of this matrix using our elementary row operations. But let's talk about something we can do that makes this a little more magical. Here's our matrix that we're given, and we want to know what x, y, and z are. Solve the system. So our previous example, there was a lot of work to do, right? And knowing how to do that is very important, okay? But with these problems, we can use a calculator. So how do I do that? Every calculator is going to be different, but I'll go through a little bit of the TI-84, TI-83 method. You have to know how to go into the matrix menu. Most calculators have a matrix button, or at least a button that says above it matrix. You might have to push the second button and then the matrix button. And then you're going to scroll to matrix A. You're actually going to go to the edit window and then click on a new matrix and type in that it's a 3 by 4 matrix, and then go ahead and type in the rows. So you hit 4, enter, negative 8, enter, 8, enter, 24, enter, and then it will hop down to the second row, and you'll do the same for the second and third row. And then that'll save as matrix A in your calculator. Now what we can do is we can go back to our main menu, and then we can hit the math button. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to first go back into the matrix menu. And I have a TI-89 as well, and it's different on that one. So we're going to go back into the matrix menu, and then the second tab over is a math tab, and I'm going to go over to that math tab using our arrow, and then we'll go down, and it's actually letter B on mine, but we'll go down and find the function that says RREF, and then it has a little parenthesis. So we go ahead and hit enter on that button. This is going to take us back to the home screen, and type this in. Now we need to have some way to put matrix A in there. So then we're going to go back to the matrix menu and go back and push the matrix button, and then stay on the names tab, and then scroll down to whatever you named your matrix A as, and hit enter. And that's going to put in the correct matrix into your RREF, and then you're going to close parentheses and then hit enter again. And that will shoot out a matrix that looks like this. 1, 0, 0, negative 1, 0, 1, 0, negative 1.5, and 0, 0, 1, 2. So I have a point x is negative 1, y negative 1.5, and z 2 as my solution. Alright. So how do I get my two solutions out? I just let z be whatever I want it to be, and then I plug it back in for x and y, and I get 1 point that's a possible solution. I do another thing when z equals 1, I get y will be 3 and z will be 2/3. That's another possible solution out of the infinite solutions that I can have. And that is how we can not only find the reduced row echelon form of a 3x4 matrix, but we can also find solutions out of an infinite solution system of equations.